This video is brought to you by Practical Music Theory for the Rock Guitarist, my new book, which is a comprehensive guide to all aspects of music theory necessary for playing rock guitar. From blues to the cycle of fifths, from understanding and using modes to choosing the right notes for a melodic solo, from pentatonic scales to chord construction and keys. It's all covered in a clear and concise manner. With accompanying video demonstrations, jam tracks and tabs, you'll learn to use the knowledge you gain in accessible ways that make sense for less than the cost of a few guitar lessons. Check out the link in the description for more details. Hello chaps, welcome once again to John Robson Guitar Tuition. As always, I do hope you're well. It's a little bit of a Telecaster comparison shootout, call it what you want today, or shall we say a T-style shootout or comparison. I say that because a lot of people do seem to get a bit hot under the collar when I refer to any guitar that isn't made by Fender by a Fender name. But to me, you know, in the same way as, you know, a vacuum cleaner, whether it's made by Electrolux, Dyson, or, you know, whoever, Vax, it still gets called a Hoover. Yeah, we're going to be looking at these two guitars. This one here, the Jet JT350. Let's move the mic out there. Jet JT350, a great guitar straight out of the box, but this one is even better because it's got upgraded pickups and upgraded wiring, orange drop capacitor, CTS pots and everything. And the big news about this is that it now has a set of jumbo stainless steel frets. All the work was done by Agrajag Guitars in Middlesbrough. Link to their website in the description. I've been waxing lyrical about this guitar ever since I got it back. It is absolutely fantastic. I adore it. And another guitar which, like this, as you can see, sports a pair of humbuckers. Another guitar which sports a pair of humbuckers, has a roughly similar shape and also has stainless steel frets, is this one. I've had it for a while now, the Harley Benton Fusion T, and I really bonded with this guitar, I got to tell you. And you know, it's just, I've got two sort of Telecaster style guitars with humbuckers and stainless steel frets. So the natural thing to do, I suppose, would be to compare them. So here's both of these guitars in a mix. And as usual, you'll find a full tab for that piece of music in both Guitar Pro and PDF formats, along with a clip of me playing it and the jam track to play along with for yourself. All of that is up on Patreon. There's the address, link in the description. As I'm sure you know by now, it's $3 or about £3 a month to get access to all of these additional goodies that go along with these YouTube videos. A massive, massive thank you to everyone who supports me in that or any of the other ways, all which are downstairs in the description as well. Yeah, just a little bit more housekeeping for the crunchy, riffy sort of stuff there. I was, as always, going into the vintage channel of the Blue Guitar Amp 1, and for the sort of shouty, high again solos, same settings on the amp, just with the new X-Horseman pedal going into the front end. For the clean chords on there, I was just using the clean channel of the amp, and for the sort of lower gain lead stuff, again the vintage channel on the Blue Guitar Amp 1, neck pickup on each guitar, and the volume control rolled way back down a little bit just to clean it up a bit. And you know, as you could probably tell, there was chorus and I think a bit of tape echo delay on the clean chords, and everything else just had just a little bit of delay and reverb on it as well. So I think the two guitars stack up rather well against each other. You may recall I did a video last year where I was talking about the Harley Benton. Let's have a look at it. You know, and I was merrily playing away and went to change pickups and kind of did that and forgot that, you know, on here it's down. Basically, I was just in the zone, and because the sound that was coming out of the monitors in front of me sounded very Les Paul like, I just kind of instinctively went to where the pickup selector would be on a Les Paul. So this guitar really does, I wouldn't say it sounds like a Les Paul, but there is a lot of overlap between what this guitar does and what the Les Paul does. This one, I don't know, this one just has, you could tell, I mean, there wasn't a gulf of difference between the sound of this one and the Harley Benton that you've just seen. But this one does have a little bit more of the kind of Telecaster vibe going on, both in terms of its looks. I mean, I think it's an absolutely gorgeous looking guitar, but also in terms of the tones. You know, this Hot Rails style humbucker at the back here, just a cheap and cheap, a little Artec thing, 25 quid or so on Amazon. Alnico 5, and it just, when you roll the guitar's volume down, it really does kind of capture that Telecasterishness, which is, you know, the Tele Bridge pickup is one of my all-time favourite guitar tones. So, you know, this one at the moment I think is probably my favourite out of the two, and I honestly don't see that changing. I love that little Harley Benton, and I've had some good times with it, but I prefer the look of this one. I prefer the tones that I can get out of it. It's just that little bit more Telecastery. If I want the Les Paul thing, well, I've got a nice PRS and a nice Les Paul that both do the Les Paul thing as well. You know, and, you know, if there's anything I can say about the Harley Benton, you know, the supposedly AA flame maple veneer on the front, it's not exactly earth-shattering, is it? A certain viewer of this channel has very kind of kindly pointed out that it looks a little bit like a kitchen counter worktop. It's got that sort of whiff of Formica about it, hasn't it? I mean, the neck, I don't know if you can see the neck on this, but the neck is beautifully figured. And, you know, round the back as well. Both got roasted maple necks, by the way, both guitars. The Jet just has the rosewood fingerboard rather than the roasted maple fretboard. I don't know what size frets are in this guitar here, but the ones that have been put into the Jet are bigger and chunkier. I would say these are probably medium jumbo stainless steel, and on the Jet we can have a look. You can see, I think that they are definitely more Don't know if you can actually see anything of the detail there, but these feel bigger. These are definitely jumbo frets. I know that because James at Agrajag Guitars, when he asked me what fret size I wanted, I said, as big and chunky as you like, and he put the biggest, chunkiest jumbo frets in that he had. So the neck profile on this, I think I prefer it to the Harley Benton. It's just easier with my current state of playing with this finger being sort of not firing on all cylinders. It's easier to do that thumb round the top thing that I like to do than it is on the Harley Benton. The fretboard edges are nice and rolled on this now. I think you can see where this is going. Do I need the Harley Benton? Do I need a guitar that sounds so much like a Les Paul that I mistook it for a Les Paul when I was playing it one time, when I've already got a Les Paul? I don't think I do, and I think this fits that kind of turbocharged Telecaster kind of vibe a lot better, and I just think this is, let's look at them side by side. I just think that this guitar is, let's get it over here, is a much nicer looking guitar than this one. So I know it shouldn't come down to looks, but it is a factor. I prefer the feel of this. I prefer the tones it makes for a turbocharged Telecaster. I like the frets in it better. Do I need the Harley Benton? I really don't think I do. This guitar is in many ways what I was hoping that E-Art or ERT Corsair guitar was. That sort of that stainless steel kind of stainless steel fretted Telecaster that I had last year. Lovely guitar, just never really bonded with it, but I am doing with this, and I'm not saying that this is going to be, like swans mating for life, but it's got the edge for me over the Harley Benton. So the Harley Benton is, well, I'm going to say it's for sale. By the time you're watching this video, it has probably already been sold. I think I've got a customer in mind for it, and it just frees up a little bit more money to spend on other things that I can make videos about and kind of make a bit of revenue from. So there we go, folks. There is the way this is all washed out. This Jet JT350 cost me £300 from Merchant City Music. It's had roughly the same amount spent on it again in terms of components and work that I've had done on it. And I'll never get that money back, obviously, but it doesn't matter because for now, at least, this one is a keeper. And I think we'll leave it there for today. That is the possibly surprising announcement. The Harley Benton Fusion T, the budget blondie, is shortly to be leaving the building. As I say, by the time you're watching this video, it probably already has. And that is it for today, folks. Hope you've enjoyed the video and found it entertaining in some small way. And if that's the case, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you haven't already done so. And why not drop me a like as well while you're at it. Don't forget the live stream every Friday, 5 PM UK time, where we drink beer and talk about music and stuff, guitars, whatever. It's a great way to kick off the weekend, and I'd love to see you there if you can make it. If you're interested in the original reviews of both of these two guitars, I'll stick the links to them in the description. But that, folks, is all I've got for you today. Thank you once again for your time and for watching, and well, look after yourselves, folks. Stay well, stay safe, and above all, stay sane. Bye for now.